Hey guys, welcome back to some more Motorsport Manager and part 4 of Season 3 of our Force India career in the Ice mod. And today we have I think it's the 4th round of the season, I might be wrong, it is the 4th round in Russia. We're currently leading both championships massively. Alonso 27 points ahead of Perez at the top of the drivers. And in the Constructors, we are 52 points ahead of Scuderia Ferrari. And yeah, let's get into the weekend. Perez is unhappy with the parts for some reason. I don't know why. They've both got 3 of the best parts each. So I don't know what Perez's problem is particularly, but you know, hopefully once the development race takes full swing, we'll get some new parts into Perez's car and he'll be a bit happier. But yeah, I mean, if Fernando keeps up his form, we'll be prioritising him in the championship. So yeah, right then, Russian Grand Prix. You know what? We're going to go for Esteban Ocon this time. We haven't raced him much in practice this year. So, well, at all this year, not much last year. So we'll give him a go this time out and see exactly how he does. He's actually slightly quicker than Fernando. What about on this lap? Yeah, he's gone quicker than Fernando, although Fernando has just put in a very, very good lap. Alonso gone on to the Inters now. Ocon the only man out there. There's 2 men out there on hard tyres. Yeah, we've just had a bit of a shocking session, to be quite honest with you. But there you go, that is the end of the session. I promise you that's not our pace. Well, at least I hope it's not. But yeah, Ocon finishing faster than Fernando. You know, could definitely be a thing. I think we'll go for intermediates, just in case that happens, because we're not going to be using medium or hard anyway, so yeah, we'll go with that. And car setup wise, Perez, well, he hasn't been given the best equipment by Esteban Ocon. He's mustered up a little bit. I think we're going to go like that. Maybe a bit more straight line speed as well. We'll head for that in first qualifying session. We'll head for some more downforce on Fernando's car. Yeah, that should be about right, I think. Something like that, maybe. We'll head for that for Fernando. And let's get into Q1. Looking forward to Q1. Seeing where we're at with the pace of the car. Perez can go out first. And we'll definitely need both drivers out straight away this time, because the setup isn't looking good enough, to be quite honest with you. So hopefully we can get them in and then fine tune the setup ready for the next run if we are struggling to get through to Q2. But we've got plenty of sessions today to get that setup sorted, and by Q3 I'm pretty confident that we'll have good or great, maybe even excellent in all of the fields. So let's keep an eye on Sergio Perez. Alonso's currently got the car in the better window, but we'll keep an eye on Perez in this lap, and we'll see how Fernando does with respect to Perez. So Perez through the first sector, he's coming now. He goes purple. Fernando 1,000th of a second off, so nip and tuck in the first sector between Perez and Fernando, and we're about 6/10 off Daniel Ricciardo, who's currently quickest. Perez still quickest by 45 thousandths of a second. So here comes Perez through with a 1:18.6. Where does Fernando go? He goes second, half a tenth down on Perez. I think that's a pretty damn good result. We're up to 4th and 5th. Danny Kvyat has gone quickest though, quicker I should say, although he is Russian, so he's probably getting a little bit of a boost. Newgarden though has gone 5th. So Hulkenberg up there as well, so maybe our pace isn't good enough to get through to Q2. I don't know how clean a lap that was by either of our guys, but Canon's surely not going to go past us as well, is he? No. So we're 13th and 14th at the moment, which, considering we're first and second in the championship, Bruno Senna currently quickest. That's fantastic for Bruno Senna. Really hope to see him get a couple of victories this season. That would be absolutely incredible. Now then, he's not happy with his oversteer, so he wants a stiffer setup then. So he wants something like that. Maybe that? His downforce is pretty good, so we'll send him straight back out there. We'll see how Perez is doing. Yeah, he's happy with that. Maybe just a little bit more downforce is what's required on Perez's car. And we'll go for that, and maybe even a stiffer setup like that. I think that's going to be good for Checo. We'll send him straight out there. So Alonso out there. Hopefully he can get a clean lap in. So yeah, there's only two teams on the grid that haven't changed their lineup over the course of the save now, and that's Renault and Red Bull, which is quite surprising. I guess Team Penske might not have, and maybe not the other Indy team, Canan Racing. Really not sure. Perez has got his car in the optimal window, which is really good to see. But we're looking for big improvements on this lap from Fernando and from Sergio. Good improvement in Sector 1 from Fernando. Is Perez going to be any quicker as well? He is 2/10 quicker than Fernando, so Perez looking a little bit quicker than Fernando this weekend, which is interesting. Perez coming through the second sector now. Yep, he's 3/10 quicker. Where's Fernando going to finish? He goes up to 12th briefly, but Perez is going to move up in the standings, and he comes through now, and he goes 9th. That's more like it from Sergio Perez. 3/10 quicker than Fernando Alonso, who's in 13th place. So Fernando's still sort of in danger, but you don't maybe Gasly, looking at where Kvyat is, Gasly could maybe move up, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. So that is the end of the qualifying session. It doesn't look like anybody else is going to make a time, so people are just coming in now, and that is going to be the end of that session. Very, very interesting indeed. Bruno Senna finishing quickest. Haven't seen that so far this season. It would be good to maybe see him get a pole position or something this race. So there you go. Out in Q1 is Simon Pagenaud, Pierre Gasly, Jolyon Palmer, Tony Kanaan, and Graham Rahal. It's Rahal racing that it is. So Q2. Don't know what to expect. I think get Fernando out there first because he was visibly struggling last time out. Maybe do that. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to make too much of a difference, but he's got the setup pretty much nailed on. We'll have a look at Perez. He's only good on everything though, so let's maybe do that, and don't know, maybe even a little bit more front wing for Sergio. So we'll go for that. Brand new set of soft tyres, and he'll go out there just after Fernando, and in between Kvyat. So is Kvyat, I guess I should say. So he's come out just behind a Red Bull, which isn't what we wanted, but yeah. And I've been watching Toby, and he sometimes sort of fiddles with this, so I might take his advice here and no. Yeah, we're not doing that ever again. Managed to mess that up there, but let's keep an eye on Fernando. He's behind a Ferrari, so maybe not in the best position here, but good first sector. Perez has gone slightly quicker. Half a second quicker actually. Perez looking the much faster of the two drivers. Let's keep an eye on Perez. He's stuck behind what looks like a McLaren, I guess. Alonso comes through with a 1:18.7. Perez is coming through now, and he goes much quicker, 1:17.8. So he's 9/10 quicker than Fernando. That is very worrying. Don't quite know why that would be. So I think Perez is safe. That's a good thing. You know, we're matching Bruno Senna's time, so I think we should be safe. 7th position, down to 8th now. I'm imagining, yeah. Fernando's the one that needs to be watched. I mean, just get him straight out there again. I think Perez is safe. I guess Castroneves could improve, but I don't think anybody else is, apart from Fernando. But I think Fernando's well off his pace today. To be fair with Alonso, he only needs a couple of tenths to get into the top 10 as it stands. But we'll just have to keep an eye on him and hope that he can get through. I'm pretty sure Perez will be fine. So here comes Fernando starting his lap now. Car's in a better window than it was before. He's starting his flying lap. He's not in any traffic. If he's ever going to put in a good lap, it's going to be now. We want to see green sectors, and we want to see them now. That's a green sector. That's 2/10 quicker than he did last time around this circuit. Come on. This is all you need. You just need to improve in Sector 2 and Sector 3. This is looking a lot better now. Here comes Fernando Alonso. He's coming up to the line. Whereabouts is he going to go? He's up to 11th. He's just missed out. He must have lost some time in the final sector. Ah, what a shame. So Fernando Alonso is out. He's going to be 11th at best. Vettel's into the top 10. What a lap from him. He's going to the top 10. So Fernando Alonso is out. 9/10 off Perez's pace. He must have just lost a couple of tenths in that final sector. How annoying. Bottas up in 2nd for Williams. That's a really, really good time for them. Senna down in 7th for Mercedes, so maybe not the pole position that we wanted. But Alonso going to start 12th in tomorrow's race. That's not too bad. He's got choice of tyres, so we can put him onto the harder tyres and see how he does. But Lewis Hamilton finishing quickest by 7/10 in that session. So Lewis Hamilton looking very, very good again. So going out in Q2 then is Nico Hülkenberg, Fernando Alonso, Daniel Kvyat, Joseph Newgarden and Kamui Kobayashi. Q3, here we come. Perez goes straight out there. I mean, does he want an even stiffer setup? Perhaps he does. Perhaps he does. Perhaps he likes it stiff. Yeah, Perez is away. And we'll probably... Well, actually, we should be quicker than the Williams. Yet again, they've went through their tyres too quickly, so should be ahead of the Williams, you would imagine. And then maybe Vettel as well. Perhaps Senna if he doesn't have a good lap. So there's opportunity here for Perez to get up there. Very good windows for the car. And we just come out ahead of that Williams, which is going to be crucial on this lap. Let's keep an eye out. He did a 1:17.8 in Q2. So we'll have to see how he does in Q3. Ricciardo has gone slightly quicker, but not that much. Only half a second Hamilton is ahead in Sector 1. Sector 2, what about Hamilton this time? Senna's actually gone quickest in Sector 1. Perez is coming through now. He only does it 18.5. He's 7/10 off the time he did in Q2. That's not good enough, I'm afraid, from Sergio Perez. Bruno Senna, though, is on a lap, and he goes on pole. Bruno Senna is on pole position at the moment. Provisional pole for him. Giovinazzi, he goes 4th. What about Raikkonen? Where's he going to fit into this? Bottas goes 7th. Kimi Raikkonen comes around the final corner. Where's he going to go? He goes into 4th position, a couple of hundredths ahead of Sebastian Vettel. Let's keep an eye on Sergio Perez. He's 7th at the moment. Perez isn't happy with this, so let's move that back to that, and move that back to that, and that should theoretically be perfect. So let's send him out there straight away. If we get him out there quick enough, we might get another lap in. I'm not sure that we will, but it could be a possibility. So Perez looking for a bit more time, I'm afraid. I mean, he's already quite a few tenths off. I mean, 7 tenths off what he did in Q2. So yeah, I'm expecting a lot better this time. So Perez coming around the last corner. Hopefully nobody will decide to come out just here. He's got the car into the perfect window. This could be good from Sergio Perez. 3 minutes to go in qualifying. I don't think we're quite going to get round for another lap after this, but you never know. It's quite a short lap, so I guess theoretically we... Well, no, we won't, because we've got to come back for the in lap, haven't we? But better in Sector 1 from Sergio Perez. Better in Sector 2, but he's already a second off, therefore he's not going to go as quickly as he did in Q2. But what's it going to be anyway? He comes up and improves by 2 tenths, so 118.3 from Sergio Perez. I guess Sebastian Vettel's the man we have to keep an eye on. He's the one that could spoil our day. Here he comes up to the line now. Where's he going to finish? He finishes 8th. He does improve, but not quite by enough. Giovinazzi is on a lap. Hamilton not going any quicker in Sector 1. We'll keep an eye on Hamilton as he goes through the lap. He's actually through Sector 2 now. He's a 10th off at the moment. He needs to find something in Q3. Where's Hamilton going to go? Is Hamilton going to go fastest? No, he doesn't. Ricciardo's going quicker than he was before. Where's he going to fit into all this? Ricciardo goes 3rd. Unlucky. So it looks like Bruno Senna is going to take pole position for the Russian Grand Prix. Very well played, sir. Perez down in 7th. That's pretty good, actually. Possibly we're best qualifying of the season. I'm not sure about that. You'll have to let me know down in the comments whether that is our best qualifying. But yeah, Bruno Senna with his first ever pole position. Much like Valtteri Bottas in Russia as well. Yeah, keep an eye on that. We shall. I am just going to check Steam a second, because I'm expecting Critic Captain to come out. Obviously you're watching this in the future. It's not out yet. I've just opened Photoshop as well. This is going to mess the computer up a bit. But there you go, there you have it, the top 10, and we'll get into the race anytime soon. I just need to close Photoshop. Sorry about this, guys, this is very bad. I wasn't expecting this. No, because I've got a dodgy version of Photoshop. Right, anyway, we're here for the race. We're going to go for medium tyres and race trim. And for Fernando, we're going to go race trim and push it to the limit. Car setup is looking good. You see, Perez, I tuned him down. I said I would get everybody to great or excellent by the end of the session, and I duly delivered. Fernando is actually not going to start on the soft tyres, though. He is going to start on the hards, and we'll see how far into the race we can get him. Or should we go mediums, because it doesn't look like we're going to get to the end of the race on them. So we'll go medium and then soft at the end. So we'll go medium with Fernando Alonso, and we'll push a little bit from the start, and let's get into the action. So Bruno Senna starting from pole. That is going to be an interesting watch, but let's keep an eye on Sergio Perez. Lights out, away we go here in Russia. Sergio Perez off to a decent stop, but what has happened there? He got blocked by the AI by the looks of it, and Fernando Alonso flew past him, and they're going side by side through this first section. It looks like Giovinazzi has got up to first position in the Grand Prix. Bruno Senna unfortunately dropping back to second, with Daniel Ricciardo in third, Hamilton fourth, but pushing on Daniel Ricciardo for third. Verstappen was fifth a second ago. We're currently running 9th and 10th. Fernando Alonso getting off to a better start than Sergio Perez. He's on the better tyres, remember, is Fernando. But Perez seems to have a lot more pace around this race circuit. So, I mean, can Perez get past him? It's going to have to be on track, because Alonso won't take kindly to having to allow his teammate through. So, I don't want to upset the championship leader. So Perez is through now. He's up to 8th position, and he's looking pretty good actually. Alonso up to 9th. So we'll move that down to medium, and do the same for Fernando. And that's a good start overall. So we'll move this up. Lewis Hamilton is out of the race. Lewis Hamilton is out. We're going to bring Sergio Perez in now, and we're going to put him onto the hard tyres. His parts will be absolutely fine. So we'll bring him in and see how we can do with Perez. Fernando is going to stay out there, and he's going to go down onto low and back up. Alonso could get to the end of the race here, but Lewis Hamilton is out. He has crashed, and he's found the escape road, but that's a big incident for him. Giovinazzi has come out ahead of Perez, which you would expect. I don't know who Perez is ahead of. It looks like maybe Raikkonen and Verstappen. So Perez has gained from this. Fernando Alonso is now leading the race, championship leader of course, and he's looking after his tyres. Could we do this? Could we do this? Or do we attack and try and get far enough ahead? It's another possibility. I don't think we're going to take these tyres to the end, so we could do that. Perez onto the hard tyres. Giovinazzi came in and put another set of softs on, so he's going to have to stop again. But we have got 1 lap left of this safety car period, so hopefully we can bank up some fuel, bank up some tyre wear, and really go for it this race. Hopefully we're harvesting a bit of the charge as well. We will just speed this up a little bit, because the safety car is going incredibly slow. Yeah, I know, there's nothing I can do about the speed of the safety car, boys. So Hamilton out of the race. What an amazing incident. That's his first DNF for a long time. Perhaps in the save overall, his first one. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, can Alonso win this race? He's certainly in first position. He's got track position. He's got good tyres. It's a possibility. Alright, so we're going to go medium with Fernando, and we're going to go medium high. Actually, we're going to go medium high with Fernando. Valtteri Bottas having a little look into that corner, but Alonso has aced the restart, and he's now leading the Grand Prix. Perez is down in 17th, but doesn't need to stop again. So looking forward to hopefully a good comeback from Sergio Perez throughout this race. But we'll keep an eye on Fernando at the moment. He's controlling the pace up there, which is good. Obviously Bottas is going to have to come in probably in the next lap, so that's going to be good for us. Alonso sets his fastest lap in the race, of course, so far. We'll keep an eye on Sergio Perez. He's up to 18th. He's ahead of Sebastian Vettel, so that's somebody that he started around, somebody that has made a pit, so that's a legitimate position that he's made there. I would imagine Bottas is coming in, and he is coming in this lap, so this is the time for Fernando to push when he's in clean air. Nobody around. Giovinazzi's made a good move up the field, but remember, he is on the soft tyres. He will have to pit again. Fernando not necessarily. And I assume he's absolutely pushing it. He is. He's on the overtake button, so don't worry about that, Fernando. Just slot into second position and be very, very happy. We've got to stay ahead of Paganord, which I'd hope we would be able to anyway. Perez working his way past Sebastian Vettel once again, so they're in a bit of a ding-dong battle at the moment. And Perez hopefully going to manage to make it past these other guys. Pierre Gasly down there, Cannon's down there as well, so hopefully we can get past those. Vettel's passed again though, that's not good. So Fernando Alonso currently in second, 3 seconds behind Giovinazzi. It looks like we probably are going to have to pit, although we are just over halfway. We could conserve the tyres and see what happens. So keep an eye on Fernando over the next couple of laps. Perez is up to 14th now, as some people are starting to come into the pits. Perez is still only 20 seconds off the leader, so the plan is working at the moment, but we are behind Sebastian Vettel, so we're behind all of the people that stopped behind the safety car, which is not what we wanted, but hey ho. And we're coming up to lap some people now. Joseph Newgarden and Castroneves. Wow, what a poor race he's had. I don't think he's had the best start of the season, to be quite honest with you. Fernando's doing alright. Perez up to 13th now. 24 seconds off the lead. Is Giovinazzi coming in this lap? Not yet. But surely he'll come in next lap. To be honest, Paganord is catching up to Fernando. And he's got his teammate hounding us as well. Can Alonso make it to the end? I think he possibly can, you know. I mean, those tyres will be shot, but I don't think it's worth coming in. And he's going to lose 20 seconds in the pits. That'll take him down to about... We'll just have a look at where he would come out. I mean, they're ranking 4th. Is it worth it? He's now up to 1st in the Grand Prix. Surely he's not only going to lose that, is he? Surely not. No, 6th. So, yeah, I think stay out there, son. Got a bit of traffic in between us. 3 laps to go. Let's just go for it, Fernando. People are in the pits. People are in the pits, so it's Raikkonen that's going to be challenging us, and he's got pretty bad tyres as well, so Fernando's in a good place here. And go overtake just for maybe this lap. We'll keep an eye on Perez's parts. How's Fernando's parts doing? They look fine. Raikkonen is catching up, which is a bit of a problem. But we have only got a couple of laps left. Perez is going to move up a couple of positions. Vettel is into the pits. Vettel is into the pits. Raikkonen's pit. So it's Giovinazzi that we need to keep our eyes on. We're on to the final couple of laps here. I'm going to move that back to high because I've noticed that's running dangerously low. So we're 1st and 3rd at the moment. This is unbelievable. I can't believe this. Giovinazzi is the guy we have to keep an eye on though. He is catching up to Fernando very, very quickly. Alonso coming on to the final lap now. Can he do it? I don't think he can. He's going to have to attack. Giovinazzi's going to be through, is he? Oh, very unlucky there at the end. Is Perez going to catch up to Alonso? But Giovinazzi's done a very good 2-stop strategy here. Alonso's tyres have completely gone. Is Perez going to manage to catch him up? Actually, Perez has just been overtaken by Hülkenberg. Perez's tyres have gone as well. Hülkenberg's the challenger to Alonso now. Oh, Alonso comes round the final corner. Is he going to lose 2nd place on the line? He doesn't. Oh, that was close. That was close. Perez finishes 4th. But Fernando Alonso, with a 0-stop strategy once again, finishes 2nd. He's got a flat tyre, actually. So very, very fortunate at the end there. Hulkenberg manages to finish third. Giovinazzi wins the Grand Prix. Where did Senna finish? 11th, so a very bad day for Mercedes, considering Hamilton is out of the race. Well, was out of the race as well. Yeah, that is that. There is the standings. Giovinazzi wins, Alonso in second, Hulkenberg third, and then Perez in fourth. So a very good Grand Prix for us. You know, second and fourth, we'll definitely take that. If we'd pit Fernando, I don't think we'd have been up there. So Alonso increases his lead at the top to 32 points over Nico Hulkenberg now, with Perez in third, 33 points behind. Giovinazzi has moved up to fourth, Danny Kvyat in fifth. There's the constructor standings, so we're 56 points ahead of Ferrari, which is very, very good. And we'll be very, very pleased with what we've achieved today. So let's have a look. That is fine. Got 41,000 in the bank. Actually made a profit for once. And there we go. That is going to be that. There's no special things here. Alonso very happy. Yeah, that is going to be that for this episode. If you've enjoyed that, make sure you leave a like down below. Please, yeah, it means a lot for me and for the channel. And hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.